potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the BYU Cougars and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Restate the state ball again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Howie Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Cougars head coach told me he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. Coming out with it, it's Martin. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Pulls it in, it's Peoples. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Fires to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaking up and down on the field. Trainers out having a look at this junior defensive back. Holly Rowe will update us on his condition. Makes the grab. It's Phillips. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten
finding some room. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
You could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for first and goal.
And the Cougars are threatening on first and goal. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, BYU. They get on the board first.
Really nice job between the quarterback and tight end on that play. In this area of the field, these windows are really small, so you've got to have great timing. QB and tight end showed you right there.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Beck. Wide open downfield. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. On the move is the 30. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
And that was a play that was designed to simply pick up the first down, right? 3rd and short, it's a short throw, and you're just trying to get it to the sticks. But what a great individual effort by the receiver that time, turning once he has the football, and he's getting extra yards. That ends up being a big-time play for the offense.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, it's Beck. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Splits the uprights. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space. It's Martin. There he goes. How about that? Just steamrolling the defense.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they handed off to Amir on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
They'll ride the hot hand. Maybe some room here. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch it, he could make you miss, he could run you over. The injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football. Could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle some grown men for 60 minutes.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. It's Bachmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
The run inside. It's Martin. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Pressure coming. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Open space at the 25. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Now on the move. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He might want another play. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the tight end. Off play action. He rifles one deep down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Great job by the DB on that play. How many times in these types of deep ball situations do we see pass interference? That cornerback could not have played that ball better.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
On the run, it's Martin. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
A run for the quarterback. Remember, down where you start the slide, he'll be short of the line to gain.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down.
Not able to pick. First down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
The Cougars will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They needed less than a yard, really too far to kick a field goal, a little too close to punt. Really not much of a decision there.
Yeah, and I really don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me to get inches, and I'm going for it, especially when you're on the side of the field where you long field goal or maybe just punting the ball. Nah, go for it.
And the Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Softened them up with a run. Now to throw. Right on the money. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field? You got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Buckmeyer. Fires to the wideout. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that, you're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running inside, it's Martin. Rising up, sensing that his defense needs some help. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Beck. Got the big tight end on the corner route.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw on third down. He's going to run it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the...
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the Louisville Cardinals. And it's the Mustangs coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And you come out on top in a game where both teams are just outside the top 25. That's a tremendous confidence builder for this team and that staff.
First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Buckmeyer. Throws for the tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Throwing right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's got great speed. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
You're down, you need a play. What a nice job on the big punt return to give a spark. You can hear this home crowd going bananas. They needed a big shot in the arm, and they got it with the punt return.
And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Didn't get anything done 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Takes the handoff. It's Martin. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. The last time they punted, it went back for 6.
And what a game-changing play right there, because it looks like he's going to flip the field with a really good punt return, but then he coughs it up, and just like that, the offense is back on the field.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
Running back searching for a hole. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get to 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. To the air. It's Bachmeier. Flips it out to the back. Touchdown, BYU! A great catch and run for 6. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He wants to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Hauls it in with one hand. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Got a man. It's Hansen. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to throw again. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this 2nd half.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Finds his big tight end. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Fires quickly. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And I think this is the part of the field where your alert should go up. Like, the radar should go up. These touch passes, like, to get to the perimeter. You've got the middle really secure with bigger bodies and more people in the box. So, nice job by this defense, seeing the ball, spit out wide to a playmaker, being ready for it, and get them on the ground.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out.
And he's in! Touchdown, Penn State! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. He's going to let it go. He's got it. Off and running. Inside the and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cougars.
And that is how you answer. The other side cuts into your lead. You know what you do? First play, be aggressive, make the big play, snatch the momentum right back in this football game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window if the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Here's the pressure. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Rushes on him. Got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, Do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Working the big fella downfield and outside. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. He goes right back to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Hansen. Could not make his way to the corner.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Finds a man in the middle.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Wants to throw it. Unleashes one deep. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Beck. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Right back to the well. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking for room. It's Martin. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
To the ground with the back. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Working the middle. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Oh, they're after him. Got his man to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Dropping back, it's Beck. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quick.
Going for it all. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film.
Throws it deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. That's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people on the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. They'll try to move the chains on third down from their own 20. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go to the air on third and short. Got his man on the right. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off at the goal line.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee.